Testing. So my name is Julius Ngesa. I head the digital and e-commerce team in our consumer business, which we call personal and private banking, PPB. Before banking, I would not be in this space. I actually did something very different, but close to what I'm doing today. I did some hardcore science. I'm even afraid to say kind of science I did. But what I learned from science is a knack to not be afraid of problems, because most problems have a logical solution. If you spend more time on the problem, if it's important enough, you will find a solution. It may not be a perfect solution, but you will find. So I found that to have been very useful for me when I got into banking. I got into banking by accident. There was a professor who was teaching us organic chemistry. And he used to get so excited that when he's explaining, he'd climb the table. So there's this particular day, he came in and he looked disturbed. I think he had talked to some of his older students who had finished school. So he told us, you guys are very sharp. And unfortunately, if science, especially this hard science, is all that you will be good at, then you will be called into the boardroom to explain what went wrong, why it went wrong, and what you're going to do to fix it. And then you will be told, okay, thank you. You can excuse us now. We're going to have some serious conversations about commercially what that means. So he provoked us and told us, you know what? Go and find out something about business and sort of like reinforce your science with some business so that you can be able to get into the boardroom to be able to also make decisions other than just fix problems. So that got me started, and so when I was in university, I ended up enrolling into a business university. So I ended up with 2 degrees just because of that conversation. Okay, so other than the fact that I joined this bank as a teller, and I am now the head of digital banking, I think Stanbic is a great place to work, because out of all the institutions that I've worked for, Stanbic is extremely intentional about people. I've not experienced this. And if you want to have a career, then this is one of the very few institutions, I think across Africa, where you can get in and you can actually chart a career path, and you will have the support from whether it's resources, whether it is the leadership, time and attention that will be given to your career path. I think it's a place where you can be anything you want to be. You can grow into any different career line you want to be. You will never be limited. You will never be limited. I think that will be my pitch, other than just saying, look, I moved from this to this. And if there's anything I can tell you, I'm in charge of digital banking, but I don't code, because I'm not really in charge of digital banking. I'm actually working with people who are very good at what they do, and I'm creating an environment for them to be the best of what they can be. And I think once your team trusts you, which is the hardest bit to achieve, which is the trust. Once you get the trust, that they actually trust that you believe they've come to do the right thing, and you trust them to do the right thing, and you will ask questions, and you will hold them accountable, then I've just found that people naturally want to succeed. I always knew I'd come back. It was just a matter of when the right opportunity would be there. I never doubted. I always wanted to come back. From the minute I left, I knew I had to come back, because I strongly believe that I can make an impact, and I'm aligned to what the bank wants to achieve. We want to make a difference. In Kenya, we want to make a difference in Africa because this is our home and we drive our growth. To me, growth is stumbling, dusting yourself, and picking yourself up and going at it again. I think that's growth. And it takes time. But even if it is not vertical, just the fact that you got back on your feet and you got back, and even if you're doing the same thing, but you got back on your feet, I think that's growth to me.